Abba, please help me get rid of my demons. Whether one or religion, to you I'm pledging allegiance. The devil keep trying my spirit, rebuking him soon as I see him. Feeling like Devontae Parker, I'm not too good at receiving. Father, you taught me how to react. You taught me how to dodge the attacks. Your spirit entered me when I rap. I praise you for putting me on the map. You told me stay humble and tact. Okay, bet, I won't go against that. You got me up and I'm not coming down like Bobby Schmurder when he threw up that hat. Feeling just like a BET movie. I repent, I ain't know how to act. You gave your son, then he picked up the tab. Changed me, now the change is his act. Trusting you, not the government. They system nervous like their brain is attached. Your son the rock said endure to the end. I keep going like the name of the track. We at the end, you told me to speak repentance, giving me vision. I tell him repent and just for the mission, you made me a musician. I'm becoming your friend so I cannot blend in with these other religions. I'ma ride to the end and not just for benefits, neither what you can give me. I'm confessing my sin cause I don't want anything in my heart to offend you. As I'm searching within, my spirit on defense, I cannot be defensive. Gotta humble my skin, get low like a park bench if I must represent you. With you I am able, you are ineffable, they can never prevent you.
Shalom to all the Jews and Gentiles alike, sending a strong shalom to the children of light. Namaste to all. You already know what the deal is. I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, our power, to 𝐭𝐡𝐢𝐬, to Yahuwah Sabaoth, the divine mind, the supreme consciousness, Wakanda forever, through the holy Shekinah. Acknowledgement to our elder brother, Yahushua HaMashiach, Yahushai, Matzah the Lamb, Esau, Emmanuel, Yesiah, the Messiah, Yahusha, the Lion from the tribe of Yehuda, the one the world calls Jesus Christ. So today, I didn't want to spend too much time in this video. This is more of a follow-up video from last video that we did with the electromagnetic null zone, the space-time overlap that's happening right now. So since our solar system is in an electromagnetic null zone, we are approaching the end of the planetary cycle. Okay, and things have been popping off. We've had volcanoes popping off, hurricanes popping off. There was a big massive earthquake, I think it was 7.1, that happened a few days ago. And we've also had some other things happening. We had a G4 geomagnetic storm. All right, so things are just changing just rapidly, and it's not a coincidence that that video that we did last time came out around the time that it did. So we are definitely on track here. So before we get into the reading, I kind of just want to go over some events that happened recently. Okay, about a few days ago. All right, so CME hits Earth, right? Coronal mass ejection, and the solar flares have been popping off. Like, they have been popping off pretty much past few weeks, months. Okay, but it's just heating up. It's just heating up, and things are just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. CME hits Earth, sparks a terrifying G4 magnetic storm. Aurora seen all over the world. Now, another article here from USA Today. This was on the 23rd. 30 northern U.S. states forecast to see the northern lights. Okay, and that was on Sunday night. So yeah, that was a few days ago, about almost a week ago. All right, but as you can see, things are not getting any better. If you haven't watched the electromagnetic null zone video, definitely go watch that video so you can get a better understanding on what we're talking about here. Okay, so you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. Now, I wanted to get into the scrolls of Adam and Eve today. So let's dive into page 45, where it says Michael the Protector. All right. Adam then speaks of the order of Michael, After I had worshipped the Lord, straightway Michael, God's archangel, seized my hand and cast me out of the paradise of vision and of God's commands. And Michael held a rod in his hand, and he touched the waters which were around about paradise, and they froze hard. Sounds like I'm speaking on Antarctica, maybe? Alright, now let's go to page 46, where it says, I was also shown. I was also shown how this metaphor of frozen waters functions on a planetary level, where the thawing, and then it says global warming, of the waters frozen at the polar zones of the planet triggers the activity that ends an old creative cycle and begins a new one. There is also the possibility of what is mentioned in some of the scriptures of the esoteric brotherhoods, who wrote about what we today would call the reversal of the polar fields, or biospheric collapse. The thawing of the frozen waters at the polar caps should be a sign, my bad, I meant could be a sign, at the beginning of a new magnetic cycle, or quote-unquote new day of creation. There are many ways this change could take place. If the solar system would enter an electromagnetic null zone, or some type of space anomaly, this could trigger a change in the polar caps, whereby the ice would suddenly be released, placing the planet within another meridian of time, a new alpha cycle. Some of humankind would survive in the physical flesh, and others would experience zones of parallel or more advanced creation. Okay, so this is why that the ice caps are melting in Antarctica. Okay, they're gonna say global warming, but they're not gonna tell you that we approaching the end of the cycle. That's what they don't tell you. That's the thing about the Gentiles, right? They're not gonna tell you. They might say, okay, yeah, this is happening, and they'll use these excuses and say, oh, global warming, such and such, but they're not gonna tell you what time it is. So as people are distracted by external things and distracted by materialism and the things in this world, this is happening. All right, so you don't really have any time to be playing around. X marks the spot on April 8th, 2024. That's next year. So I would not be surprised in the next year or so stuff is going down. I would not be surprised. People are over here taking pictures, seeing these northern lights, seeing how they look pretty, not even realizing that we are approaching the end of the planetary cycle. Let's go to page 51. The 14th key of Merkaba tells us that the true Adam and Eve story is one that continues within realms of the higher heavens, as well as within geophysical cycles upon the face of the earth. The role it has taken on is to upgrade the cycle, an environment of humanity within the image and similitude of the Adam Kadmon. That is what we are striving to get back to. Okay, that body of light, that Adam Kadmon body. So if you out here and you trying to get that bag, you trying to get this new car, this new Porsche, this new Ferrari, this new Lambo, forget all of that. Forget it. Okay? Forget all of that. All these vain endeavors, all this stuff. Because we approaching the end now. So you gotta choose which side you gonna be on. It's either you get down with the program or lay down. It's either get down or lay down. All right, so let's go down where it says different geophysical conditions. So different geophysical conditions prevailed before the present cycle of time, and the planetary meridians varied. Recent geophysical and archaeological findings at the North and South Poles confirmed the theory that there existed a great abundance of life within these pre-catastrophic zones. Fossils of great marine life and lush vegetation from a subtropical climate have been found in the region of Antarctica, our planet's highest continent, with an average height of 8,000 feet above sea level. This points to a supercontinent, Pangea, with the lost supercontinent of Gondwanaland, right? He also goes to show you that the Earth that they give you back in elementary school, that you learned in preschool, it's not even the full picture here. Cause there's more land. There's more land that you don't even know about. Just imagine all those lands that you don't even know about. That's crazy to think of. All right. So when people go to Google and say, "Oh, this is Earth right here. This is Earth," then you ain't do no research. You ain't do no study. You just take it. You just take what they tell you as truth. You just look at things superficially. You don't dig any deeper than someone telling you, or quote unquote experts telling you, "Hey, this is Earth. Hey, we went to the moon. Such and such." Is like, nah. Evidences have also been found in the Arctic of large spherical-like artifacts embedded in the ice, showing indeed that some type of biological intelligence had existed. But as the waters froze and thawed, a new cycle of intelligence began, and an old cycle passed out of existence. There was an old video that I watched a while back. I forgot where it was. I don't know if it was on Twitter. I don't know if it came from TikTok. I'm not sure, but it had a whole bunch of pictures, like a slideshow showing how there was a whole civilization down there in Antarctica. Right? So there was a civilization before this cycle that we in right now, that we're reaching the end of. The planetary balance following the cataclysms is coordinated by the order of Michael, which comes and gives instruction so that the seed will go on and the righteous of the earth will shine like the stars of the heavens and participate in the great exodus through the river of crystal, right? And the river of crystal is basically our galaxy, into the heavens of Nartumid. Let's get the definition of Nartumid in the keys. Okay, I got it right here. Nartumid, Hebrew word, the eternal light, the Father's continuum of light, out of which special throne and dominion regions of the spiritual and physical universes are created. Okay. Ultimately, immense powers will be restored to humanity, which will allow us to shine like the sun in the sight of God, or be sun-like, coordinating the powers of infinitesimal suns. Those who are unwilling to partake in this fuller baptism of light will not pass on to higher levels of creation that require the purification of the elements, and will remain confined in a local space-time construct. So basically, the wicked is not going to be able to move on going forward. If you want to worry about the materialism and worry about the things of this dead world, because this world is dead, this whole world's a corpse. If you want to worry about materialism and go and get drunk at the club or go fornicate, then you are not gonna be able to move on. And I understand how there's just so many distractions, and that's how it's set up. They want you distracted. They want you watching the football game, watching the Super Bowl, watching the NBA finals, right? Watching the baseball, okay? Sitting down and just mindlessly watching the television. That's how they set this whole place up. Have you eaten all this garbage food? Got you distracted with celebrity drama? What somebody said about this person? right? She said this and he said that. Such and such got banned on this website. It's like, I mean, that's over with now. That's over with now. The gig is up. The gig is up. For those that know, they know that this place is done for. So with the time being, with the time remaining that we have, it's definitely study to show thyself approved. That's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you got something out of it, had something to snack on. Nothing too big in this video. All right, so I say shalom and stay strong.